starting my day off here at Evel Pie. This is one of the best pizza shops in Las Vegas, right here in downtown. I've been here a couple times before. Their pizza's amazing. So I got a bunch of samplers to try. These are flavors I've never tried before. Start off with this one. This is the Travis Pastrami, and this is a prelude to what's coming up, my nemesis. And this thing is truly terrifying. It's being cooked in the oven right now. It'll be done in about 10 minutes. This thing, it is definitely the hottest pizza ever to be created on this planet. I'm pretty sure of that. It's kind of like watching Frankenstein's monster just being created, except for Frankenstein's monster is kind and nice. This thing is pure, well, evil. But let's start with the nicer pizzas first. This is the Travis Pastrana, who's also a stunt motorcyclist. Of course, this being Evel Knievel's namesake. And this pizza is loaded with pastrami, sauerkraut, Reuben Russian dressing type of sauce on top. One thing I love about Evel Pie is the crust. Very New York-esque thin with a nice toasty crust on the end, and these are big enough where you gotta fold them. So again, like on the bottom, nice and toasty, got some char marks. Again, very reminiscent to the kind of pizza I had in New York. Pastrami pizza. This thing is meaty, it's sour, a lot of sauerkraut on here, nice creaminess from the sauce. Again, goes so well with that super thin crust. The sauerkraut balances out the fattiness of the pastrami. They're really good though. Next one is the Maui Wowie. They got a lot of different flavors of pie here. You can get them by the whole pie, or get them by the slice. Pineapples, there's ham, there's jalapenos, and there's signature tomato sauce. This is like a leveled up version of a Hawaiian pizza. The ham is actually nice and toasty, and some parts a little crispy, which I like. Jalapenos brings a nice amount of heat. This is a solid slice of pizza. I think even if you don't like Hawaiian pizza, you'll probably like this. The gangrene, basil pesto sauce on top. If you like pesto, this is your jam. This is really good. You can taste so much of the mozzarella. The pesto brings in just a great, fragrant burst of flavor. This one, you taste more of the mozzarella. And again, that toasty crust. Finally, the chicken ranch. There's chicken, mozzarella, red onions, buffalo sauce. This is absolutely my style of pizza. And it's great this time to be able to taste some flavors I never had before. Here it is. This pizza just a moment ago was literally on fire. And I've eaten many spicy foods in my day. I've never seen something as diabolical as this. First of all, as I'm sitting here breathing in the fumes, I feel the chilies hitting my throat already. First thing that goes on is a layer of Wally sauce, which contains just tons of habaneros. I don't know how many exactly, but it's a terrifying number. That is mixed in with Reaper sauce. Carolina Reaper's hottest chilies in the world. Then cheese goes on. And you thinking cheese, that's gonna help. Not when the cheese is combined with chili flakes. Then a layer of chorizo goes on. The chorizo is soaked in habanero chilies as well. Then on top of that, another layer of habanero sauce and oil goes on. And as you can see, not even the crust was left alone. The crust is covered with a layer of Wally sauce, and I suspect there's some Reapers in there as well. And just want to say, this is not gonna be a food challenge for me. I really just wanted to taste this, get a sense of how spicy it is. I got a few more places I gotta go today. If I do eat something like this, I won't be able to eat much for a while. I know from experience. Put on some gloves, because if you ever touched Reaper sauce or any chili sauce for that matter and didn't wash your hands 1,000 times and actually went to the bathroom, it's an experience you never ever want to repeat. It's so deceptively innocent looking because the crust looks delicious just like the other pizza crust, but inside this is all pure heat. Here we go. The other deceptive thing is, it's actually kind of tasty. Chorizo is good, very meaty. Crust is delicious, but you definitely start seeing all that chili. If you never had Reaper before, it starts off harmless, but when you feel it, you really feel it. Woo! I'm crying. The sweat is coming out. Feels like 1,000 needles is stabbing your tongue. And I've done Reaper challenges before, but they usually only add like some powder, and that's it. This thing has powder, has oil, has everything. And there your brain kind of start going numb, but it's definitely, true to its name, the hottest pizza in the world. But if you come here and do the challenge, you have to eat 3 slices in 10 minutes. Then you gotta sign a waiver, because things tend to happen when you eat something this spicy. Just when you thought the crust could be the salvation, but the crust is also covered in a chili sauce. After the last curry challenge I did, couldn't eat curry for about a year after that. I hope that it's not the same effect it has on pizza. That's 1 slice. Could I technically do another 2 slices? Yeah, but I also know myself. If I eat any more, I won't be able to eat food for the rest of today, or maybe tomorrow. Next up, I found another all-you-can-eat Texas barbecue here in Las Vegas at L2 Texas BBQ. This barbecue place is interesting not just because they have apple tea, really. No, that's good. But they have an all-you-can-eat Texas barbecue option, and I pretty much got every single meat they offer. We got some rib tips, some smoked chicken, half a rack of smoked ribs, deep fried ribs, smoked sausage, and of course the brisket. So this place is Texas style barbecue, so that brisket looks like a brisket fountain when you press up on it, like all the juice just flowing out like a waterfall. I have really high expectations for that. Never had really deep fried ribs before, but this whole place, as soon as you walk in the door, that smell of barbecue, the smell of hickory smoke just pelts you across the face. Pretty much got every single meat on the menu to give it a try, and what I really like, even before digging in, all you can eat barbecue here, $34.99. If you ever went to a smokehouse barbecue place, you pay less for that than a beef rib. All right, let's try this out. Let's get to the brisket. So I got some fatty parts, some non-fatty parts. Look at this. Watch this thing fall apart. This is not even the fattiest part. Look at this piece right here. This is, oh my gosh, I promise even like picking this thing up. Look at this. Look at this thing barely hanging on, and when I'm pulling the lean part apart, this comes apart as easy as, well, really tender fatty brisket. Oh my gosh, seriously, this is just no resistance. And the fatty part, oh my goodness, it's glistening. There's so much good fat in here, and you can see the smoke ring so perfectly. Huh. Oh, that's tender. Right away, you taste that awesome smoke, and this whole brisket pretty much disintegrates as soon as it touches your tongue. And I wasn't even eating the fattier piece. What is a fattier brisket? Oh my gosh. You don't need to chew that. Absolute melt in your mouth tender. I can pretty much eat it just by pressing the fatty brisket to the roof of my mouth. That's how soft it is. And the fattier parts, the parts touching the crust, you taste the smoke even more. The beautiful fat of the brisket definitely is shining through all over your taste buds. That is a legit Texas brisket. Everything in-house. So smoked sausage in-house, beautiful casing. You can see the glistening juice from the sausage and all the nice spices and bits of fat in here. That's a really smoky, juicy sausage. Wow. Perfectly seasoned, the same smoke I was tasting in the brisket gets you even more from the sausage because it's all trapped inside the nice meat inside the casing. This I never tried before. Deep fried ribs. Oh, baby. There's a couple reasons why I really like this. First of all, it's so good. Very crispy outer shell. Inside the meat is just so juicy. Hear that crunch right there? You could just eat it like this. I think the only seasoning here, salt and pepper, really all you need. And that's another reason why I really like this. Kind of reminds me of a Chinese pork chop. It's kind where you get for like $4 in Chinatown, have it all over rice. This definitely reminds me of that. I'm gonna add some sauce to this. So I'm putting some of the spicy sauce on here. I don't know why, since I just ate a slice of death pizza. This actually goes really good with sauce. The rib is fried, so it's very fatty. Get some of that nice citrus in the barbecue sauce. They also have a honey mustard barbecue sauce. Whoa. This is really good honey mustard sauce. This goes even better with deep fried ribs. Yeah, definitely check this out when you get here. Rack of looks like dry rub ribs. Definitely see the smoke ring. Let me just break this apart. Oh, that came apart easy. Fall off the bone. The meat just falls cleanly off the bone. Let's do an instant replay on that. Oh. Ribs are smoky. Actually, I like my ribs where the sauce is not too much. I like a bit more of the dry rub than sauce. Again, this is so tender. I got some rib tips. That's just tasty as the ribs, but also with some crunchy cartilage. Finally, smoked chicken drumstick. When it comes to chicken or turkey, when I'm at a barbecue place, I always kind of hold my breath a little bit. I'm always afraid they're a bit dry. No such concerns here. The meat is really, really tender. Again, I love that smoky flavor that's fusing all the meats here. And of course, all the barbecue meats. Order as much as you want. Also, all you can eat sides and desserts with the buffet. So I got some collard greens. I got some dirty rice. Collard greens looks like it's a bit of pulled pork in here. Crunchy greens, love the pork. Definitely resets your taste buds a little bit. Dirty rice is something I get every single time I see it on the menu. There's really buttery rice. Little bits of meat in here, some herbs. They also offer a bunch of sandwich options. I had to try this one out. This is their most famous sandwich, the Big Tex. There's bacon, sausage, brisket, pulled pork, cheese between two Texas-sized toast. This is an awesome barbecue sandwich. It's pretty much the greatest hits of the barbecue here. Sandwich between two buttery, I mean buttery, pieces of toast. And when you take a bite, it's almost pure sweet smoke because the meat itself is so tender. And as you keep chewing, the smoke fragrance just keeps getting stronger and stronger. I mean, all the barbecue tastes good separately, but together, this is amazing. If you don't want to get all you can eat, I highly recommend getting this. Just gonna add some honey mustard sauce on this. Also, with the all you can eat buffet, you get a dessert item. For dessert, I got some bread pudding and ice cream. Yeah, they need to go together. This is a very fitting dessert for afternoon all you can eat Texas barbecue. The pudding is awesome. I like the crust inside, super soft. So much chocolate. And you have to eat this with some ice cream. And then all this goes really good with apple tea. All that food, $34.99. In-house smoked barbecue, custom-made desserts. That's a pretty darn good deal. And trust me, you are gonna walk out of here feeling pretty satisfied. This is a really good all-you-can-eat find. Got a couple more places to go after this, so see you guys for dinner. My outrageous food adventure here in Las Vegas continues, and just imagine the biggest burrito you've ever seen in your life, where you can ever imagine. This is about a 15-pound big-ass burrito. That's not even the coolest thing. Inside, fried longanisa, there's chicken, there's beef, there's cheese. All the filling is wrapped inside 3 giant tortillas, and that's not even the coolest part. I think the coolest part has gotta be it's mummified in about 15 strips of bacon. I have never seen something so outrageous in my life, especially when it comes to a burrito. And this place is known for their take on Mexican food with a Filipino twist. Oh, also, I forgot. If you're thinking maybe there should be some fries on the side, no need. The burrito ate it. This thing looks like an elephant trunk. This is the burrito cut in half. Again, longanisa, beef, cheese, fries, chicken. There's salsa in here as well. I got some lime to squeeze onto this, but I feel like you need a whole lime tree for this one burrito. This is like a burrito where pretty much the meat never ends. And then you get the tortilla, and then on the outside, the meat just continues like a never-ending symphony of meat. I mean, it is a carnivore's dream. Crispy bacon on the outside, the texture's fantastic. The longanisa is nice and charred. Deliciously sweet. There's some carnitas in here as well. If you are a meatitarian, there's nothing not to like about it. Let's get some salsa. The salsa definitely balances out the fattiness of the meat a little bit. And I especially like the bites with the fries because the fries soak up a lot of that meat juice. I feel like eating this is giving me a workout on my arms as well. Luckily, I don't have a lot of plans for the next couple of days, so this will be good hibernation food. This is definitely a burrito that is born of Vegas. I think if this thing appeared anywhere else, it'd be more shocking, but since it's made here in Vegas, it kind of makes sense. And if you don't want to tackle a burrito this size, they do make a smaller version of this, but come here, try this out. This thing's actually really delicious. I'm gonna eat as much as I can, take the rest to go, because I still got dinner tonight. First dish is the Thai crispy prawn. The prawn is deep fried, then stir fried with their signature garlic pepper sauce. And you just pop the whole thing with the shell on in your mouth. So some of these, the shell kind of separates from the prawn themselves, and the shell is deep fried into a crispy little prawn chip. And then a bite of the sweet buttery prawn itself. This thing is garlicky, a little peppery. The prawn part, succulent and sweet. The shells, delightfully crunchy. One of my favorite dishes here. This next dish is called Kanamji Namyong. It's a Thai noodle soup with a tomato-based pork stew with minced pork. There's also cubes of blood in here, some spare ribs, and the broth, look at this. It's just red with chilies. And then they give you a little side plate with some sprouts and cabbage, some lime. So I added everything in here. And the noodles are vermicelli. This is so freaking good. There is a lot of heat in this bowl of noodles. There's also fish sauce if you want to add a little more flavor. And there's chilies in the fish sauce as well. This kind of reminds me of a bumbo way, but spicier, like way spicier. Cubes of blood. The spare ribs. Oh, that bone just fell out of the spare ribs. This is really, really good. This is a new addition to their menu here. I say if you love noodles, this is a must try. One of my favorite Thai restaurants here in Las Vegas. Always busy, always packed. And that's really a testament to how good their food is. That wraps up another fun, delicious food day here in Las Vegas. Went from the spiciest pizza in the world to a Texas BBQ buffet, then the biggest burrito I've ever seen. Rounded out with an amazing Thai dinner. And as always, our place I went to, list down below for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again, see you later.